Hello, welcome back to episode 2 of my Macclesfield Football Manager. We're doing it a bit differently. We're doing the first few seasons, I think. I'm sort of doing a bit more of a summary one. I'm hoping to, I'll put some of the games in some of the crucial bits and I'll kind of change it around, hoping that when we get obviously near, the goal is to get near, when it's like the 6th and 7th tier, we'll be doing more sort of the seasons and all that. But I like to get a fast pace, especially at the start of an FM. But we signed a lot of players at the start. Which you'll be seeing now, I just stacked the club out and I'm really happy. I've got some good options there. Not perfect, of course, but just enough to get me through the first season. There's always a crucial one. So the last episode you saw us beat Oxford Motors 2-0. I went up to Irulam. Matt Derbyshire, remember him? Do we remember? Oh, right, it's Mark. And we went up to Irulam and won 5-2. You're going to get very familiar with a lot of these names. Absolutely doing the business for me. Won 5-2. The next game's we won 5-2. And look at these lads. Like, these two are going to be doing the business. Get used to these names indeed. This is a very settled team that I went for in the end. Then a 4-2 win against Ashton. So really we're just flying in the league now, absolutely flying through them. And then we had a big FA Cup round 1 game after winning the 2 preliminary games, a big FA Cup round 1 game against South Shield. Now this was a really frustrating one because we came to the game with a lot of hope. They wanted me to get 3rd round of a qualification, and this was one of the toughest games we could have got in these stages. South Shield was a lot of money, plus a couple of divisions up, and the scoreline doesn't tell the story, but yeah, we went on to lose 3-0 at home to them. The keeper did not have a great day, and that was really disappointing. We actually had even XG to them, but it just didn't happen when we lost. And thankfully back in the league, as you can see, 3-0 win against Burzkov. Is that how I pronounce it? I'm going to absolutely do these. 6-1 win at Paddingham, absolutely flying. All the time in the world. Then we beat Skirmsdale. Look at these players absolutely going into October. And then a 4-1 win against Avro. So flying the league, as you can see. You think, it's going to be easy now, isn't it? It doesn't always go that way. Sadly, Runcorn, they got a late equaliser against us, which is our first non-win in a while. Then a 3-1 win against FC Liverpool. Absolutely flying through. 5-1 win at Congleton. Look at it. The amount of goals they scored. Unbelievable. Longsbridge 3-0. And then we lost 1-0 at Prestwich. Not great at all, if I'm honest with you. FA Vars 3-1 win. Got us through against FC Macclesfield. Just look at this. Back-to-back league defeats. It did not go well at all. This is the problem I have. When you start getting the FA Vars is in and the other cup we have, it starts, you start to stretch your team. And what I did do was I went on training, and from the straight away I sort of turned it down because I didn't want to make loads of changes. I did it especially because it's part-time, their recovery. So if they had more, then I'll show you now. That's why I had it on. I usually have this on half, but for this I went for this as a experiment, because I was finding it such nil downs. I didn't want them training, and it did work. To be fair, it did work pretty well. I don't flying for this. I don't want it to become a results thing. There are some games at the end of the video, don't worry. As we beat Spiresgate 4-0, Brandleswick 4-1. Christ, then we went to the Macron Cup. It'd be nice to win. 1-0 win here. And then Ribsborough Rangers 4-0. Then another draw. And the problem is, we had a rival. It wasn't as straightforward as we had hoped. And we went at Norwich, and then we played our rivals. We were, I think, a couple points ahead at the time over Christmas. So it's a big game. If we lost this, I would start to worry, because the team's good enough. This is the thing. It's awkward. And my team's playing really well, but you can put a 2 good team in the league and they're still going to have patches where they struggle. All the pressure is on us. This thing I don't like. Until I get to the SA... the National North, that's when all the pressure's on. And yeah, almost got a lot worse. Thankfully it didn't. My keeper was class. Early on we were robbed. to put the pressure on. Just defence steps out and a disastrous start. Go 1-0 down. Leonard scores. And then throughout the game, we just could not break them down. We just could not have a chance. But later, our corner, Alex Bruce didn't even go in. So frustrating in like the 80th minute. And then Adway just went just over. And then finally, penalty. Look at that. We had to be pushed out. Bruce causing the issue. Set piece causing the issue. Just get the ball in the box. We had something like 2-3 XG to there at 1. Neil Dan's man of the moment. Scores 1-1. Game on, 85th minute to get back into it. There's a lot of yellow cards. It was a very scrappy game. Draw's not the worst result, but it'd be nice to get a win. I think to go 5 points in the lead. Ball into the box, and it was missed by my star man, one of the 2-star men. Another corner, just absolute corner merchants at the end. We had so many. Kone whips the ball in. I brought Fielding on, he just couldn't do it. He's an okay striker off the bench. He's not bad. Another corner, absolute corner merchants, just non-stop. And look at that for an absolute screamer. Well, Adebayo, what a centre mid he is. What a signing. One of my favourite players this season. And that was that game. We won 2-1. And brilliant. Absolute brilliant. Someone tell me how you pronounce that. Withenshawe Town. This is embarrassing. Like, they're English teams, I should know. But we beat Liverpool 2-1, and then we just had 2 draws here, which is quite frustrating. We actually rescued a draw. Jordan Simpson, the striker son, who got injured at the start, had it, and then had to go to extra time in the FA Vars. Beat Iralam 5-1. God, this is just amusing to me pronounce these teams. I'm so sorry. Paddingham 1-0. Just scraped that one. Neil Dan's again scoring. I don't know. And then Ashton Athletic 1-3-2. Look at this. Alex Bruce scored a penalty. Mate, when I saw Alex Bruce stepping up in the last minute, it scared me. And then just a late defeat. We're just making hard work of it. And win it. Vauxhall Motors done a double over them now. So you can see the table. Beat them in the FA Vars. As you can see in the league, we then beat them in the semi-final of the Macron as well. 3-0 at to rescue. This is the thing I always find, that 2 big wins in the cup and then we just aren't the same team in the league afterwards. Sort of the same players in that. I could have rested them a bit but didn't. 4-2 win at Avro there, and then back-to-back wins here against Congleton, put us both forward. And look at, is this the Gary Roberts? Is that the Gary Roberts? No, I want the Gary Roberts. It's a Gary Roberts who's had a good career. I think he's retired now, Gary Roberts, the one that was at Chesterfield and all that. And then let's slip to another defeat. We just couldn't pull away. And then Highgate won in the quarter-final. Ashton beat them in the semi-final. What's going to happen next? Yes, we actually won in the league. Getting near the business end now, and it was so tight. But then obviously in FA Vars, we got through to the final. Look at these absolute limbs. Tom Fielding at the end. And then Squiresgate, we just couldn't beat them. That was a really frustrating game. Later in the series, I will actually do more live stuff. The end of this series is live. I'm actually going to play the last bit. But yeah, it should have ran away with it. A crucial win then. Thankfully, 2 games to go. A crucial win at Lower Beck, who were third. And then we were level on points, bear in mind. And I was thinking, right, I think it's final day. I looked and our rivals had lost, meaning that we were basically champions on goal difference. Going into our last game, which we're going to play now for you. So going into our last game, obviously you can see at the top, I'm filming this a bit before. I'm going to go back to my other live self now. And we'll play the last game and play the 2 final. Well, I say play the 2 finals. I may have skipped the Macron maximum. I just wasn't paying attention. I was trying to do a work email. And I was like, yeah, I arranged a friendly before because there's a 3-week gap. I managed to skip past that one. But yeah, can we get the treble? It'd be nice to end the season with a treble. So I'm going to pass back to my old self. I'll try and do a bit of a range of how I do this. I didn't really want to skip the first season for once, but I think we're at such a level where I just want to get through it. I've been playing a lot when I was sort of away. Which means I can't do it live, but I want to do it so I can just keep on top of it. I'm still, it's the first time I've really done FM properly. I did the Torquay sort of trial one, which I'll still be doing, but I just want to get through, show the journey, show the development, the players, and yeah, thanks for watching, and you'll see my clip now. Alright, I know we don't need to win this, but it would be really not. Oh my, for Christ's sake. It's a good job we don't need to win it. You seen that? Bloody nightmare. Okay, now what's going on here? Tiki Taka on drugs. Yeah, we're playing a one touch where basically every man of your player, every player on your team has to have a touch. Every man of your player. Brilliant. Go on. Pen. There we go. This is why I don't do live com. This is just why I don't do live com. Come on. Yes, what a Neil Dance. What a lad. What a boy. 24 goals from centre mids. Oh, 38, 39, I think. Ooh. Hey! Yes, boys. First title. How many I could win a lot of titles in this career. You know, there's number one. There's number one. Yay! Champions of the Macron Cup. You'll never sing that. I've just skipped the other one. That's fine. I meant to do that. I was so excited with transfers that I forgot the days when my friend. I can't count. Oh well. We've got 2 wins. I think it just flashed up, didn't it? But we've got the FOVs. Vars. Is it Vars or? Oh, you've put your money on him to score that. Come on. We want to win a treble. This is going to be the best treble I'll win. Forget it when I win the Champions League, Premier League and all that. Yes, there's a goal. Tyler, he's got a new contract with us. Bronze Ward. Get in there. Edit. Oh, go on. How did you miss Rahman? This guy just come in because it's more of the wingers I had on loan. They were called vouchering because they needed him. And then I just couldn't find left mid. So this guy's just not been very good at football, I'm afraid. But we're getting new ones. Go on, lad. Mark, this guy has been. He signed a new contract with me. Here I am. Hey, I'm getting quite bored of success now. I'm so happy that I got a Conference North Standard team to scrape a league by a point in the 9th tier. What a manager I am. We're doing a lap of honour to 5,000 fans. The fans are over there, lads. Yeah, what? Cheers, empty seats. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, we've assigned Sean Magolski for next season ready. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I guess it's going to end the episode. Please like and subscribe.